Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So I was on the interwebs and I saw a comment. And I saw a comment that was really interesting when you honestly think about it. And the comment was, mecha is probably one of the worst genres of anime. And I couldn't disagree more. Mecha is one of those genres that most people don't really pay attention to, but it is one of the forefathers of anime. Mecha is one of the genres that have some of the greatest anime ever created, and I'm going to be talking about one of them today. And obviously, if you haven't really spent some time with the genre, there's a couple anime that if I told you that basically fall into the genre, you'd be like, ooh, that's kind of fire. And today, I'm obviously going to be talking about Gurren Lagann.
兄貴は死んだ。もういない。だけど、俺の背中に、この胸に、一つになって生き続ける。
This is one of the greatest animes ever created. This is top 20 anime ever made. It has to be top 20. Top 10, I don't know. There's a couple in the top 10 that probably can't be taken out, but if someone had it in his top 10, I wouldn't really argue it. Gurren Lagann is an anime that is probably one of the bravest animes I've seen in such a long time. It's one of those animes that I was kind of late to the party. I didn't watch it until maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. This anime has emotional weight, it has drama, it has courage, it has so many different aspects that a lot of anime fail to have. And kind of a spoiler alert, I know this is a little early for me to be saying it, it actually does something that people do not see very often in key stories, and it kills off a main character that we have fallen in love with, that we've gotten used to. This story does a lot of switch ups, change ups, and we feel the moments that have these weights, and they talk about such harsh and difficult topics so often within this anime. You forget that, wow, this is just like a mecha, and like it's just not about giant robots fighting against each other. One of the key points about Gurren Lagann is having the courage to fight against the norm. That is something that is very often talked about. Every single character has to face problems within that genre of issue. Every single character has to deal with the fact that something has changed and their world is not the same that it was. And we have our list of characters that are living underground and then go up. They're on above ground. They have to deal with the fact that they're going against the norm of their people, the norm against humanity. And they realize that fighting for what they believe in, having the courage to just be themselves and to be adventurous, to go see the world, to see what is out there, is a very difficult and sometimes harrowing experience. And sometimes you don't come out of it unscathed, and sometimes the most adventurous die young. And this story shows these things. There's a lot of subtle details that have such emotional weight within this anime. It's only 27 episodes. It's a part of that elite group of anime that tell their story in such few episodes that it doesn't really need more. It's done so easily, so quickly, so amazingly. This anime is created by Kazuki Nakashima, and it's basically greatness. Besides Gurren Lagann being a science fiction anime, it's a mecha, it has drama. There's so many aspects that I've probably already informed you of, but it has so many pieces of. This anime does everything right, and it does everything in such a wonderful way. When things happen to these characters, they feel it emotionally. The next episode, they still feel it emotionally. You know that thing where like you have something traumatic happen and a lot of times the characters just move on from it? Within this anime, that doesn't happen. When something happens that is traumatic, when something happens, when a conversation happens, when characters have conflict, every single character feels that. These characters are real. These characters feel like real people. And I see why when someone who knows of Gurren Lagann and you talk to them about Gurren Lagann, they feel that. They still love this anime. They still want to talk about this anime, and they will never, and trust me, never not admit to you that this is probably one of the greatest animes ever made. This is also animated by Studio Gainax. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but definitely going to put it on the screen. This is beautiful also. The animation is tough. Like, when I tell you tough, everything feels smooth. The fight scenes look cool. I'm not really into mecha. I will admit to you, I'm not really into mecha personally. But the way this anime makes it seem cool, and the fiery moments where Simone, our main character, who's basically a scared little boy who just grows up to be this boss, this cool character. His transformation is incredible within this anime. And I love how he goes from being shy to being a hot-blooded warrior who is just shining. He's a shining example of using courage and growing through the troubles and becoming someone that people can rely on, be supported by, just growing as a person. There's so much character development within this story. It is beyond me, because this story is set in a world where above ground is all sorts of mechas and robots that basically kill and hurt humans, and below ground is humans that are basically scrounging for scraps. They don't get much. They are sometimes religious. There are sometimes scared people who don't get much, and they're ruled over by other people. And there feels to be this hierarchical piece that just distinguishes people, and there's this moment where our main characters just want to go up and survive, and they want to be adventurous. They want to see the world. There's this youthful exuberance that is incredible within this anime. There's so much life within this anime. And Gurren Lagann is nothing but one of those animes that teaches you to be courageous, to search for your reasons in life, to go outside, to try, to be one of those people that's doing their best and doing what they can within this world. I'm sorry, that was like mad emotional. Gurren Lagann is just one of those animes that just made me feel beautiful to be a human being. And watching this anime it gave me all the right feelings. It touched my heart. It made me feel to be alive. And it made me want to be adventurous. It probably made me want to do something dangerous, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, just do something reckless that gave me that thrill, that one of the main characters, Kamina, one of his things is like, be a man, stand up. And of course, not just be a man, but just stand up on your morals, stand up on your personality, stand up and fight against the world that tells you what this is, what can't be this, what needs to be this. Just stand up and be who you want to be in this world. And that's so incredible. That is some of the best written characters. And it's funny how, unfortunately, that is his undoing at times, but this anime just is hot-blooded fire, and it just steeps into your soul, and it gives you that wish to go fight for something, to go stand up and be something. And I think sometimes we need that inspiration in life. I've droned on about how great Gurren Lagann is, and I hope you watch it. This is one of those animes that if you never see it, you're genuinely missing out. This is one of those animes that, without a shadow of a doubt, I am incredibly lucky to be able to know that I watched this, I experienced this, and I'm also rewatching it, so that's why right now I'm talking about it. This is one of those animes that if you miss out on it, just like so many others of the greatest animes, you're missing out on an experience that changes your life and gives you difference as a person. This is probably one of the best showcasing anime has to offer. But anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. I appreciate you.